In the early 1900s, a doctor stood in a quiet hospital room, watching as the final moments of life slipped away from his patient. He wasn't there to comfort or to cure. He was there to measure. Because Dr. Duncan McDougall believed he could prove that the human soul, the mysterious essence of who we are, had a physical weight, and that when we die, it leaves the body. It sounds like something out of a ghost story, but this experiment actually happened. At the dawn of the 20th century, science and religion were colliding in ways humanity had never seen before. Machines could see inside the human body, dissect thoughts, even predict diseases. But one question remained untouched, the oldest one of all. What happens when we die? Does something, anything, survive? Dr. McDougall, a physician from Massachusetts, thought he could find out. He didn't want theories, he wanted data. And he believed that if the soul was real, if it truly existed, then it had to be something measurable, something that would leave a trace when the body died. So he built a special bed, a kind of platform balanced on a giant scale, precise enough to detect even a fraction of an ounce. In 1907, McDougall chose 6 terminally ill patients, people close to death, who agreed to take part in his strange experiment. Each was placed carefully on his scale as the doctor waited in silence. Hours passed. The only sound was breathing, slowing, fading, and then stillness. McDougall leaned in and noted the readings. According to his records, one patient's weight suddenly dropped by about 3/4 of an ounce, roughly 21 grams, at the exact moment of death. 21 grams, the supposed weight of the soul. McDougall repeated the experiment on 5 more patients. Some showed small changes, some didn't. But that one number, 21 grams, became legend. When his findings hit the newspapers, people were fascinated and terrified. The idea that our souls could be weighed, that they literally left the body, was both beautiful and unsettling. Churches praised it, scientists mocked it, critics pointed out that the experiment had serious flaws. The equipment was crude, the sample size tiny, and McDougall's definition of the moment of death far from clear. Others suggested the sudden loss in weight might be from air leaving the lungs or body fluids evaporating. McDougall defended his work to the end, insisting he had glimpsed something profound, something beyond measurement. He even tried repeating the experiment on dogs, believing that animals had no souls. The scales didn't move. To him, that was confirmation. To most others, it was coincidence. Over a century later, science still hasn't found proof of a soul. Neuroscience tells us our consciousness is a product of the brain, a delicate pattern of electrical signals that ends when the heart stops. But even now, not everyone is convinced. Near-death experiences, strange sensations at the moment of passing, people claiming to see light or loved ones. They keep the mystery alive. And while modern instruments can measure atoms, waves, even the decay of subatomic particles, none have detected a soul escaping the body. Still, that question haunts us. Because the soul isn't just a theory. It's the hope that we are more than matter. That something, memory, emotion, love, might outlast the flesh. Dr. McDougall died in 1920, convinced that he had caught a glimpse of eternity on the dial of his scale. His experiment has long been dismissed by science, but not forgotten. Because deep down we all wonder the same thing he did. When the body grows cold and the weight of life is gone, does something unseen still remain? Maybe one day we'll find the answer, or maybe the mystery itself is the soul.